Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fleet Fumbles Railroader. We are back once again. Driving trains, moving things, making money. As we very, very much do. So, without further ado, let us actually get moving. So we've got a lot to do today. First thing we need to do is take stock of where everything is. So, oh, hello. That noise can only mean one thing. And it does. Timu has resubbed for 3 months in a row. Beautiful. 3 month
Yes,
streak. That is what we like
I
to
have.
see. Right, so let me just check where everything is. So, number 4, I believe, has gone on. She's on her way downgrade. I hope she's not running. Hope she's only running under AI. Just gonna check. Ah, yeah, she is. She's on her way to Nantahala under waypoint operation, which is fine. So that's fine. Let me just check the road behind number 7. Don't think there's anything. Number 10. Number 10 and her drop off of goods has to be dealt with. So it's all just interchange traffic. Nothing wrong with that. 7 tons of coal, 2,000 gallons of water. So what I will do actually is first thing I'll do is we'll get number 7 set up so she'll waypoint 7 tons of coal, 2,000. So she's got enough coal. So what I'll have her do is I'll have her go to the Bryson water column and take water. So what I will do is, hang on, is we'll have her go there. So there she goes. So she is underway. Then I'll take control of number 6 and number 5. There goes number 7. She's off. She's away. She'll be alright with that empty train. She just needs to take on some water. Timu, I assume you're on number 10, yeah?
Sorry?
Are you on number 10, yeah?
Yeah, but it's some garages that are going to the sawmill here.
Leave them. Your job is not to do the putting away. Your job is just to drop the wagons in the nearby vicinity. You're running the outbound freight. You don't put stuff away. You just drop the wagons
Okay.
off.
I'll just go quickly with that.
Hang on, so we need to switch this round. So
Yeah, it looks
so,
good.
she's
So I take
about
number
now.
10 and there's some stuff
So
going
just,
to Bryson.
just keep going. Just keep going down the line until everything is dropped off near where it needs to go.
Okay, fair enough.
There we go.
There is a coal hopper here that needs to be back to Sylvia.
That's for the evening shift.
Yeah, okay. Good. Just,
Actually,
my-
I'll put that on the rear of number 7's train when she passes by. But for now, I'm handling a service train to Nantahala for the final stage of construction up Red Marble, so I'm getting that going. And I'm just on the final climb up to the summit. It's a fairly heavy train, this, 1,400 tons. There we go.
Yeah, just still going through the checklist. Okay. Yeah, so looks like the Bryson is the first stop for me.
When do you crash the locos? Leslie, we don't crash the locos. We do not crash the
Yes,
locos.
Leslie, we don't.
we go. Keep it going.
Hi, Rune.
There we go. Okay, so a lot of these bearings are. Oh god! Stop the train! Hit the air! I know we're on a grade, but hold that bloody train! Good lord! I've just noticed. I thought this train had been walked. Apparently, it hasn't been. Good lord!
What? You having an issue with a brake?
No, 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 no. The train's not been walked. I just did a casual check as I was pulling away, and I thought the
Good
train had been
morning,
walked. It
Vietnam.
hasn't been. So, one of the bearings on the wagons is so close to being. I'm surprised.
Ah,
I'm surprised it didn't hotbox coming up here. Luckily, I caught it, so I can oil the bearings. Shouldn't take me too long. Good lord.
for me, it's everything is like above 90, I think. Yeah.
Good. Well, yeah, I know Benno walked that train before it left the yard at Silver. I thought somebody walked this one. Good lord.
Yeah.
Jesus, we've gotten so lucky with this train. Good lord. Some of these wagons were below 9%.
Oh dear.
Oil
That's
on the
not good.
bearings. Bloody hell's bells. That was nearly a disaster. Oh, that's. I will just take a quick break from oiling up to see what that has done. Hatoka has followed. Thank you very much for the follow, Hatokai98. I assume that's how you say it. If that's not how you say it, please do let me know, and I'll be happy to correct myself. Pronunciation is very important. There we go. There we go. Very nice. And I'm just going to check the dry dock, see if anyone is in the dry dock. I'm just going to drop into the dry dock for a second, lads. Keep doing what you're doing, Timu. Rune, ride
Yeah,
with
well,
Timu.
I'll just so you know, need to clear the switches here, so I go
Yeah,
slowly.
be advised.
Because I don't want any damage and whatnot.
Yeah. Just take care. You'll be alright, Timu. You're alright.
Yeah.
I'm just going to drop into the dry dock for a bit to make sure anyone who wants to join there can pop in. So I'm in the dry dock now. The other side of the server. Mm-hmm. Right, so anyway, back to oiling my wagons up. I got the heebie-jeebies scared out of me. It's why I dumped the air as aggressively as I did. I was right to, though. I mean, good lord, look at it. I mean, some of these wagons are really not. Oh, good lord. We have gotten so lucky. Good God. We got so lucky. Seems like Lady Luck was with me that time. It's alright, we're holding the train on the grade, it's fine. Good lord, no wonder. Luckily, though, everything's okay. Right, open the throttle. Jump from one ballast wagon to another. I am a responsible employee. There we go. There we go. There we go, bring her up the grade. Now that everything's oiled up, I'm not going to have a hot box, thank God. It means we can go all the way to Nantahala, which we need to do. I hope. And up the grade we go! Yippee-ki-yay! Okay, that's number 7. Okay, that's good. Are we set just for a straight path through? We are fantastic. That's it, dig in, lads. Let me just very quickly drop down to number 7. She should just be coming to a halt. Ah, good, she is. They'll crest the grade fairly well. There we go. She just needs... She's got enough coal for an out and back. And then while she's down there, she can... Oh, no, wait. Oh, there's already a coal hopper at Dillsborough, so yeah, she's got enough... She's easily got enough coal to get her to silver. She just needs to take water, then she can go on. Team... Oh, I need to go. I need to go and tell Timu. Timu?
Yes?
Keep an eye on your map for me.
Timu, I fucked up. I accidentally released the cars. Brake now.
Yeah, but I noticed it.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
God damn.
Damn it, boys! I leave you alone for 2 minutes and you fuck up.
Yeah, well, it was just, you know, like, you just joined and I just noticed that he was like, okay.
Why did you even release the cars anyway?
Where they are.
I didn't know that it does that. Like, yeah, I'll like close the valves.
No.
The angle comes close to it.
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, I just posted on the logo. Go close there and...
I'm just... Rune, I'm putting you on as... You are now a brakeman. Twist knobs. Just please, don't touch the couplers.
I can now not do anything to
So
that.
Rune, get clear. I'm heading in.
Oh, it's Taven. Thank God. Another person to road the rails. Fantastic. Brilliant. Marvellous. Love to see it.
Hello, I am here.
Hello. We could use the
Hello.
extra hands. Hey, we're now up to 4. Fantastic. Right, so Taven.
Yep.
Number 7.
Number 7.
She's at Bryson. What I want you to do is she is currently forming the eastbound freight. So she's going to need help. So what I want you to do is I want you to use number 3 to... You know what I mean when I say hoover up. Hoover up all of the...
Angle cocks are open.
Hoover up all of the traffic going
connect.
to Silver in the...
Connected.
Hang
Bryson
on,
area.
I'm just going to... Yeah. Hoover up everything in Bryson. Put that on the train. Number 8 will have to work with number 7 because number 7 was badly battered by by an accident during shunting last session. We do have coal at
Okay.
Dillsborough now, which we didn't have before, if you might remember. So we have coal again at Dillsborough, so
Yeah.
we can start using that as a depot again. And then just work your way east.
Yeah. I might need a minute because the game didn't like me teleporting.
That's fine. That's fine. Take as much time as you need.
Also,
And
why,
we are fleet continuing.
Pardon?
why are we using the small Atlantic for mainline freight?
Well, first of all, it's the only Atlantic, so it's not really the small Atlantic. But secondly, because it's
small engine.
because it's weirdly capable as a mixed traffic machine, its tractive effort is actually equivalent to the 260. No, I don't understand it. But sod it. If If it looks like a mixed traffic engine, squawks like a mixed traffic engine, it's a bloody mixed traffic engine, and I'm going to use it like one.
Eh. I mean, I'm just doing most stuff with the Mikado.
Well, we don't have the Mikado.
Only the tank Mikado.
Yeah, but also the logging Mikado doesn't really have that much legs on it. In terms of coal and water.
Hmm.
Yeah, but anyways, Fleet, before our incident, you were talking about something about
I'm gonna
meeting
restart the
some
game.
train.
Yeah, keep your eyes out as you go forwards. Timu is... not Timu, sorry. There'll be work going on around Bryson, so just keep your eyes peeled as you go forwards.
Yep. I'll be back in a minute. The game needs to restart because fucking damn it.
Yeah, well,
So
that's...
take care as you go to Bryson.
Yeah, I'll take care. Yeah.
You should be... You
Currently,
you should have some drop-offs to do at Ella, so don't forget to do those.
Do I?
Not sure.
Well, they were at the very end of the consist that are already, left behind in the video.
Why? They should have been...
Because there was...
Oh, okay, what was that noise? That noise was Timu giving a sub to Leslie. Thank you, Timu.
Yeah, because they were like it was a mess, and I decided to go forward, and because I thought that the local.
No, there's a different... yeah, but that's the local for Whittier.
Yeah,
Ella is,
well,
Ella is the next station
that's
down
my
the line.
mistake.
Yes, it is. Go back and get them.
We are already at Ella almost.
Yes. My point stands. Go back and get them.
Okay, that will be interesting. Reversing a train this long distance
It's not so
and
bad.
doing all the
As long
yard
as you-
work
as-
there
as-
because.
As long as you stay within the speed limit. No, you're not doing all the yard work. You're just bringing the Ella cars to Ella. Because that's where they need to be.
Yeah, I was about to say that because there was few cars that were for the goddamn sawmill over there. I need to go actually
Let me have
to
a
see
look.
how it.
Let me have a look.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a look myself because I don't understand some of what you're saying. Let me have a look. No, there's no cars for Ella here.
Wasn't there?
Yeah, they're all Robinson Gap Coal. Not sure where Robinson Gap Coal is, but
No, there's no cars for Ella.
Robinson Gap Coal is
Because
the
then I remembered wrong. That's
Did you
perfect.
How can you misremember? You could see your cars. You know where they're going. You can just check your train.
Yeah, but hey, Fleet, it's Mayday's Eve in here. Us Finns that like to celebrate everything on the eve.
Yeah,
cry out
you've
loud.
you've only got some things for Bryce and then a bunch of coal for Robin, then a bunch of empties for Robinson
Yeah.
Gap. Yes, I know.
Yeah,
Carry
yeah.
on. Carry on.
Yeah. Because I was actually I think I was the mix up because
Did
I was
you-
before playing my own game and it had something to.
Do you have tab on?
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay, fair enough. It's one of those things, I guess. Carry on.
it takes a damn
Yeah.
while to accelerate this thing.
Yeah, Rune. Thank you, and I will handle
Yeah.
the train. Thank you.
I'm just put the speed, just put it on auto mode at like, I don't know, 25
No.
miles an hour.
We don't
Let's
do that, right, Fleet?
Not unless we're short on crew, and there is a crew for that train. Like there's not a crew for the passenger train, so that's running under AI on a waypoint because they need to run the freights.
I'm not gonna park the number 7 on the main line. That would be stupid.
No, put her in the yard. She was going to run the AI back, but with a player, she can actually run us an eastbound freight.
What's the status of track 3 on Bryson? Is the car still there?
Not sure. I think it's somewhere. Ask.
Track
Okay.
3.
Track 3 is actually the departure track. Track 2 is the arrival track.
On one
Yeah,
of the
but
tracks
I'm-
is a caboose.
Yeah, it was as long as track 2's clear, you're fine because that's the arrivals track.
Okay, because I was wondering where I should left the things that are, you know, going to price and so.
Yeah.
Anyway, I at Ella at the moment, so.
Let me know when you get to Bryson, Timu, because I've got a reassignment for you.
Okay. I will stop at track 2 then.
Yep. Is it track? No, so hang on. Oh no, sorry, I'm getting my Bryson tracks mixed up. Sorry. No, Timu, you were right. Track 3 is the arrival track. Track 2 at Bryson
Yeah,
is
oh,
second
okay.
main. It's fine. Never
Yeah.
mind. It just happens.
I'll. Okay, it's yeah,
Yes,
it's now.
You're lined up. You're
set,
fine.
go.
But it's clear
Yeah.
anyway.
Okay. Question from my side.
Yep.
Which track is you count from the north or
You
Oh,
can't.
which one?
You count from the station.
from the station? Okay.
Yeah.
So track 1 would be the
Right
main
next to the
one
next
with
to the
basic-
station platform. Yeah.
And 0 is basically the track for the
Well,
station.
there is no track 0.
Yeah, well,
the
Well,
little
my counting it is because you know where you live there.
Well, no, there is no track 0.
As I said, Fleet, from my counting, that is.
Yes, but that's not the way it's counted.
doesn't matter.
I know, and I'm messing with you.
Stop messing with me. I'm trying to. I'm trying to stop things being confusing. Stop it.
Then I'm gonna park the
Well,
freight
but
on.
isn't that part why Ruhan follows our, you know, in the stream because you know.
No, they get one per stream. No, Ruinon,
Yeah.
we don't get one per stream. We ideally don't want one per stream.
I'm gonna park
Yes.
the freight on track number 4 while I'm
Yeah,
counting.
just do what you need to do. I trust you, Taven.
Okay.
Taven, you know what you're doing. Did train number 4?
Yeah, mostly.
Did train number 4 not make a station stop at Almond? Ah, yes,
I don't know,
it did.
did you-
Yes, it
did
did.
you
It did. It did make
Instructed
a station
his
stop.
it correctly.
It's fine. It was also automatic. I just wanted to check. I had missed the message, but yeah, no, it did. It did make the station stop at Almond. We're all right.
There is so many open hatches on this train. God damn.
It's a warm day.
Yeah.
Gotta have the hatches open and the
For,
windows.
for the
open.
empty coal bins, yes, exactly.
Oh well, they should be
I'm-
open.
Mildly confused. Well,
Yeah, well, Rune, since you have nothing else to do, you know, you can jump around and close them. Just don't decouple.
Close the hatches on the train.
Yeah, the garages, you know, the coal
Okay,
hatches. Because they are all
There we go. Gotta keep
some
it
of them
under
are
30.
open, so they should
Keep
be
it under 30
closed.
for this section.
Let me just
There we
sit down
go.
and do this manual. Do this like.
I am not looking forward to
Yeah.
stonking up that grade Sonata Hala. That's gonna be a slog. I've got the power for it.
So, Ruhan, are you sure that it's in the budget? That we are allocated 1 per stream?
Yes, it was something I said. Luckily, all of our repair parts wagons have arrived back, so we can restock all of our repair parts
Nice.
again. So we're all right, and we've got the money.
So, Fleet, I have actually some bad news.
Okay.
The tender in the 10 is looking a bit of dull.
Oh,
It's 51% at the
oh
moment,
yeah,
so
yeah. That was It's fine.
might need
it's
some
a 10.
sprucing up
Yeah,
at some point.
We'll deal with that. It's fine as long as the locos in. It's only locos that matter because all the lack of performance on cars does is it makes them slightly less. It doesn't really do much,
Mhm.
but lack of maintenance, lack of equipment on locomotives reduces their power. That's why
Okay.
we don't have anything under 80% in traffic usually.
Yeah, and apparently Ruhan has hashed the numbers, so you know.
He hashed the numbers. Well, how
Yeah.
how dare she? She hashed the numbers.
Yeah, I said
I didn't have.
something. I said Ruhan has the numbers. You know, it's.
I got
I was
ejected from
not
the train.
gender
What?
specific on that one. Yeah, so you know.
There we go. Nice
What did
and
that?
easy.
You know. Huh? Oh no, I need to check the wall later.
There we go. So passing through McCain, and then through Almond, before stonking up the grade to Nantahala,
I'm
and
not
then
gonna.
we can. Oh, and that's the Nantahala grade, so we just put the
Let's
consist.
take out the
Oh,
switcher.
and then we're on the right side, so I can put the consist in the Nantahala service track, and then take these 2 locos off to be cold and watered. Perfect.
Oh, far
And then there's also some cars for Nantahala proper. The rest, I believe, are for the track site, although 1 is for public delivery. We'll have to deal with that
Okay.
when we get
Leslie,
there.
what tea you having?
Well, he can't answer you because he's gone off to cook tea.
I do have a question.
Yes.
You do not have any mods enabled, right?
Nope. No mods.
Yeah,
Okay, then
it's
it's-
vanilla.
It's completely
Then I'm
vanilla.
bloody confused.
Why?
Nice.
Because I have mods enabled that add some tracks, and I still see them on the map.
Well, yeah, you will do because your game's been altered, but they're not there for us. But if you try to push stuff onto them, you'll basically break the game.
Yeah, I'm surprised because I did try and shut them off. Okay.
As long as you know which ones are fake and which ones are real, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Please, can you explain me what is a monkey blood?
A what?
Well, Leslie says, and get ice cream and monkey blood. Pork belly and chips.
Well, monkey blood is like it's a very 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 old way to say strawberry sauce on your ice cream.
Ah,
A very 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 old way to say it.
yes. So that means that's the way how the Leslie's friends from the Gurkhas like to spit it out.
Yes.
Cola.
There we go. Actually, with these 2, I can probably. I don't think I need to actually manhandle them all the way to Nantahala. I can kind of leave them to do what they need to do.
Okay. Good to know that you are also using the starter 10-wheeler for the Whittier sawmill.
Yeah, it is the way to do it.
So we are getting to Bryson.
Mhm.
I think all the chutes are closed.
Okay, so that's good. Right. So, unless I'm very much mistaken, and I don't think I
Yeah,
am.
they are.
Oh, nearly! 2 coal hoppers left. Ah, good old DFR number 90, Fleet's favourite locomotive. The old workhorse herself. Never failed to pull a train.
Oh,
Beautiful
for
machine.
God out loud.
What?
More break.
We are like 1.5. Actually, it might fit, actually. I just need to be a bit that much further.
I mean, you don't really need to worry about fitting. As long as your boxcar's fitting, you're fine. The rest of the train will be going on under my direction.
Yeah, but it's still
Boo.
blocking the switch.
Hello.
It's
So I need to get this further.
It's not really a problem. Like I say, you're not really like as long as the box cars are inside and not blocking any switches, it's fine.
Yeah, but they are.
Well, then make it so that
Yeah.
they
Yeah, I am working on it.
right.
Alas,
so what's
we
next?
cannot pull off make it so like Picard can.
Oh, would you take a running conk at yourself?
No.
Anyway, moving swiftly onwards. So what's next on the fleet agenda? The next thing. Also, we are streaming, so if you don't want your voice going out live to millions, Southerner, you might want to leave.
Millions, you have a very high opinion of your stream.
I was being overly dramatic.
Yeah, it's not clear.
Right.
No. I was just going to pop in real quick
There we go.
to
Brilliant.
horrify you with a Bristol that speaks Welsh in my CK3 game.
That's horrific.
Indeed.
Right, Timu.
But,
You and Rune will go up to Alaka, and you'll bring any freight that needs to come down from there down to Bryson. With number 11. I'll be taking number 10 onto the... Why is the train brake back on? That's...
Yeah, because I put it.
Well, no,
Because you didn't tell me, so I
Well, no,
applied it.
Well, the train brake doesn't really need to go on ever, unless you're stopping the train in an emergency.
Yeah, so you want me to be in charge of 11?
Yes, and I want you to get everything from Alaka that's going to the interchange down to Bryson. But also, we don't really have the train...
Where is 11?
At Alaka.
Yeah.
But also, we don't put the train brake on unless it's an emergency, and definitely not.
Okay.
And definitely not when we're just stopped in a yard.
The passenger train just stopped.
Yeah, because it's taking me forever and a day to depressurize the bloody thing. As he...
There's only DFR 90 in the market.
Why is she doing that? Why is she doing that?
Oh, that's a Lockett Junction. Oh shit.
Where is she going?
Here is the number 11 train.
Where is she going? What is she doing? Okay, I don't understand it. Sod it. It doesn't really matter. Right, either way. Now the air pump's working really hard to repressurize the airline. Oh, cool, the air pump's moved now. Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to wait until the passenger clears.
Yep.
No. There's no passenger.
There's a passenger
Yeah.
train just stuck here.
Yeah,
Holding a
it's
red
in
bull.
on that station.
Oh! Hang on, where are we? Where is it? Let's have a look. Forgetting where we were.
It's the engine 1.
Oh, no, it's not stuck. It's there. It's just there, waiting. You don't have to wait. It's stopped. It's not moving, and there's no one in charge of it.
Okay. Anyways, I need to have a quick break because, like every
I'm
man needs to have a
this
leak.
train.
That's too much information. All you had to say was you were going for a break. Didn't need any more than that. There we go. And we're off. Only 600 tons. It'll be an easy run up the incline. Let me just make sure that Alaka Junction's ready for me. Go. Because then we go up, through, up.
Should I like reverse the train, the red one, so that you can clear?
No, leave it where it is, please. You do realize that the shed is double-ended, right?
Yeah, you can reverse out of it. I'm not driving it, so...
That was more a statement to the both of you. Wait, it's not... Wait, Timu's not here. That train isn't moving, is it?
Number 11's not moving yet.
Okay, thank God.
Timo's reversing the number 1T train that's
What?
blocking
That
the path.
shouldn't be moving. Why is that moving? It's not
Timo's driving
blocking.
it.
It's not blocking anything. Why is it moving?
I will just put it back in place after.
I'm not moving it.
What the fuck?
Well, who's moving it
Um,
then?
Someone
Not
forgot
me.
to put on the brakes.
No, she should have been stopped where she was. The loco's brake was on. Bloody hell! Who? For God's
I'm not
sake.
moving it. Who's driving this?
No one.
Well,
Number
it's
one.
Still
well,
having
it's
11.
stopped. Well, it's stopped now, and it shouldn't have moved to begin with. And I know for a fact it was stopped, and it shouldn't have moved, which means one of you released the brakes and is now lying to me.
I just came back from the loop, so.
Also, Leslie has put a Facebook post in for source. Ah, good to know.
Let's just put it back in place.
Leave it
I
where
know
it is.
Sweet.
I've stopped it. Leave it where it is.
Okay.
Don't forget to check the copper mines behind Alaka as well.
Yeah.
Couple miles behind the lock. We gotta reverse.
Oh yeah,
I guess.
there.
Standard
Yeah,
oil doesn't
those
have anything.
and
Gotta reverse first, I guess.
yeah, well, it's the Skirley track up here, I think.
There's 2 copper mines.
Yeah. Okay, let's go there.
There we go. Accelerating upgrade. I'm just going to check the dry dock to make sure no one else is in there. Nope, no one else is in there.
Wait a minute.
Let's just ignore all the extra industries back here.
Oh, by the way, just check the Walker branch. I'm not sure if there's a load of
yeah.
logs to go to the... No, not you guys up at Alaka. I'm talking to Taven at Bryson.
Yep.
Because I'm not sure if there are any logs up there. There might be.
According to the station report, we don't have anything except in something in Sylvia in just change. Needs to be delivered here. From the station agent.
Well, I said stuff going to Silver.
Yeah.
The station agents also don't tell you everything either.
Yeah.
Check manually.
Yeah. Rule, back it off. You need to head to the mines.
There we go.
Okay. I think you're supposed to like go forwards, so that you can go up to the mines.
Yeah. But you're going to basically you could go from that switch where we started all the way back to the mines and whatnot. So
Okay.
Don't even need to use the brakes, just let gravity slow me down.
okay, there
Where's
is
the
at
mines?
least some wagons in the mines that needs to be taken to Sylvia.
And I bet you there'll be something at Alaka as well, proper.
Yeah, there's at least currently 3 that I can count on. Because this is a maze.
Kinda, sorta.
Rune, you're going the wrong way actually.
Yeah, I told you I was going forward.
Yeah, sorry, that was my bad, okay?
I mean, there are 2 mines, doesn't really matter which one you go to first.
Yeah, well, I was checking the wrong ones and I was looking on the wrong way. Yeah, there's two, but they are like. How about
Yeah,
this?
switch back either way. I know what you mean. I've worked up
Yeah,
there
but
before.
yeah, it's just I was located wrongly because yeah. 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 Forward.
There we go.
Moving.
Moving up. And now we're out of that, we can accelerate up to 35 miles an hour again. Just drag this train nice and steadily up the hill. And we've got plenty of coal and water for the run. Now these 480s are lovely for this.
There's quite a bit of wood up here.
What?
Well, if there's wood up there, it needs to go down to Whittier. The sawmill's going to start screaming in a minute if we don't give it some wood. Timu has disconnected. Rune, please stop your train in place while you wait for your partner to return.
I don't know what happened, but it's not working for me.
What?
Oh, now we are.
What does the Twitch chat say? It says Leslie's Facebook link is still the earliest. I know Ruinon is still doing the lurk. She do be lurking. I bet.
Yeah,
I
I
would
got-
put good money on it.
What
There we
does
go.
the fox say? Ring,
No.
ding, ding, ding,
Please,
ding, ding,
please,
ding.
no. That fucking song annoys the shit
Yeah,
out of
and I'm back in 11, so I need to reposition. Or do I? No.
me. Yeah, you're supposed to be in 11.
Yeah, good. Shit.
What?
Just a switch issue.
No derailment?
But so got it sorted. No worries.
What?
It was just Rune was speeding on the switch, and I was like, okay, I need to change that.
I still have no idea.
Yeah, because did you read the latest update post of the developer?
Yes, the one about maintenance of way.
Yeah. I was kind of, pre-preparing for that because, you need to keep your track so you don't want to hit your switches and force them to change.
No, that doesn't affect maintenance, as far as I'm aware.
Yes, I know it doesn't, but it's just my autism, kicking in that, I need the switches to be in the correct position
Fair
before
enough.
the train enters.
Fair enough. You you could have opened with that one instead. That would have been fine.
Yeah, well, it's just me. What do we have here? Okay, we have one. Yeah. Mm.
There we go.
You don't need to go that fast in the out.
No, but actually I need to go because I need to check the other one in here. How much we have here? Okay, we have 2 in here. And figure out the game plan.
There we go. Ease off while we just roll through the
Copper.
Yeah, just go forward. Yeah, I have a game plan for us.
There we go, that's it. Nice and easy.
All right. Today is
Keep going forward. I will have you head back and connect to that is heading out on your
Yeah, I
right.
see it.
And
that one.
I just need you to stop on the further of the points so I can change it, and then you reverse and we connect, and then we cable. We get the
We
rest of
also
the...
need to connect to the Sylvia interchange car? Or the Alaka copper car? Oh, that one over there. Okay.
No. It's just one on the side, you know. I just...
Oh yeah, okay, I see this one. Why
yeah,
is
but
it?
we don't need to connect to that on the ahead. We, like, stop now.
Okay.
Yeah. And reverse, so we can connect to the car that is going to Sylvia.
Okay. Down with grades if I need to.
Yeah, slow down a bit.
There we go. Mm-hmm. Nice and easy.
Yeah, that's nice.
Standard
Yeah.
procedure. Ah, good. I am lined correctly. This is very nice.
And
the
wait a
angle
sec.
cock is open.
What has happened to
Yeah,
those
it's...
two?
Oh, yeah, that one is. Yeah, sorry. Someone...
They're just slogging
can
up
you
the
stop the
grade.
consist?
I'm stopping.
Yeah, because... No. I need to close that one because someone left it open for us. I blame Fleet for this.
I wasn't up there last.
Okay, fair enough. Anyways, I'll check our next route.
Also, it's not a mainline
And we are-
switch, so it doesn't really matter where it's left.
Yeah.
The only switches that matter are switches on the main. If it's not
Nah.
a switch to the main, it doesn't really matter where it's left
Yep.
because
Yep.
anyone not on the main should be checking their own switches, and I'm saying that in just so that.
Yep. Okay. Reverse. Slowly.
Reversing. And we connect the nose of the train on this red one, the Alaka copper thing.
What?
Do we connect to this red car or?
No. It's where it's
Rune,
supposed to be. So
Rune, press
we
tab.
live in there.
Rune, press tab, and you'll see where cars are going.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah. So we need the ones that says Sylvia intersection, you know.
Interchange, but yes.
Interchange. Yeah. Sorry.
God damn it! You have to go far.
Yeah, and I think you need to slowly reverse.
How's it
up
going,
the hill.
Taven?
I made...
I'm moving up to Walker.
Nice.
And Ron, you have all the switches set, so you are good.
Okay, I'll just go.
Slow and steady.
Yep.
Oh, I love it when locos settle into a nice heavy stride.
Time to slow back down.
Yep, it's all just coming through the side tracks. As it should be. To be shoved up to the empties.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys remember this, but today is that day.
No.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Nope, me neither.
Today is the day a certain man in Berlin shot himself in a bunker.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, 80 years ago.
80 years
One
ago.
with the mustache.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a really roundabout way of saying it.
Yeah, well, it's Twitch, so we can't go, all,
I don't want
all
to
German
get-
here.
And I mean,
I don't
also,
want to get Mr. Fleet demonetized.
I would also point out, it's not really that important of a day, in all honesty. What's important is what came after.
Well,
tomorrow
yeah, I mean, the
is
end of the
holiday.
war was
Great.
the most important, I guess. Also Napoleon III's birthday, but yeah, that doesn't matter.
Eh. Napoleon III was not the best leader France had ever had, but was by far the worst. Was far from the worst. He also seemed to understand the balancing act in Europe much better than his grandfather did.
Imagine that.
Because,
You mean conquering all of Europe is somewhat bad for the balance?
yeah, and it's almost like the Second French Empire lasted longer than the first one did, by a considerable length.
Napoleon was just full sended. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, it's almost as if Napoleon III kind of understood the mistakes his father made. Sorry, not father, grandfather made.
Yeah, grandfather.
Am I gonna get all of them in? Possibly.
But anyways, I had the best mornings of today.
That's good. Why was it the best morning?
Because, you know that I work with a security company and I occasionally be in the amusement park called Linnanmäki.
No.
Well, now you know. Well, they opened today, and I had some benefits from that, for like having a look of the rides when they are back in business and stuff like that. That's get your blood flowing after 13 hours of sitting in your buttocks. Yeah. Run, stop.
There we go.
Yep. Are the cars connected?
Stand by. I'll
Okay, and then we'll stop
Fix
Yeah,
the
number
the cars
10.
are leaking.
Stop number 10 where
yeah,
she
I know.
is.
I know. How are we now? Brake test.
I think it's fine.
Train brake. Train brake.
Chain brake, okay.
Yeah.
It's working.
Yeah, good. Okay.
Let's get going.
Yeah. Just keep the brake on until I say.
Okay.
Okay, we were there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we need to do that switcheroo over there. Good. We all set. You're gonna go ahead.
Right. Train.
You are 20 reverse. We should be forward.
Oh.
Unless you want to go north of the 38 parallel. And do you mind, this might be limited track, so yeah.
I'm just not trying to exceed 15 because that's probably the limit for this track.
Yeah.
Okay, this bridge is fucking terrifying.
Oh yeah, actually, Fleet should see the newest episode of Japanese NHK broadcasters.
Right, so...
Japan Railway Journey. Yes.
What did you all say?
Oh, well, yeah, I was just saying that you should see the newest episode of Japan Railway Journey from NHK.
Why?
Not really interested.
It was interesting. It had old trains, like steam trains.
I have to be in a certain mood, and I have to be looking for it. And also they don't really do it justice the way I want it done, because it's just yes, old trains without much of the history, and not really doing it. Yeah, it's just
Come on.
it's not really the same. It's not really the sort of content I like to enjoy.
Come on, they had the Thomas the Tank Engine replica.
And that's exactly why.
I'm gonna
That's exactly
admit,
what
like,
I recommended for you.
I'm gonna admit the most interesting piece of train in Japan is the one that got nuked. Like they still have it running in Hiroshima.
Yes, the railway network down there.
Yeah, the tram.
Yeah,
No, there's also the railway network down there.
Yeah, but
I
the
meant the
tram.
tram. I meant the tram.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a very it's a very like interesting history to it. So basically, it got nuked while facing the bomb, so it wasn't blown off the tracks, but it kept rolling with basically the entire passenger and crew dead. So it was a bit of a scary sight for the people who had to recover it.
Yeah. Rune, slow down.
I'm slowing
We
down.
need to reverse on this switch. Yeah, just clear it, and I'll switch the point, and we go backwards.
Yeah, I'm clear.
Now good. And actually, you need to get, when you are in Japan fleet, you need to get it on the maglev test track.
We'll see if it's part of the itinerary. That costs a fair bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
Do they like even let people on that thing?
They
Wasn't
do
that a
if you pay an awful
Yes,
lot
they
of
do.
money, and also
Yeah.
again, it's a bit out of the way for what we're going to do. Not
Yeah,
really.
but if
some...
if carriers have a deal with the different GR companies, I think that should be doable for you.
I think it would be a waste of resources. For something that
Fair.
I am ambivalent about at best.
But you don't want to go over 600 kilometers per hour on the soil.
Not really. Doesn't really bother me that much.
Okay. Anyway, Rune, you might want to slow down.
It's
a
an
bit.
interesting novelty, but it
Slow
doesn't
down.
really excite me in a way that I think I desperately
Okay.
want to go and do it.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
I'm gonna be real. Maglevs are cool on paper, but they've been around for half a century, and there has been not a single success story except for that one Chinese one that's apparently
Yeah,
losing a lot of money anyway.
Shanghai
Yeah.
Pudong Airport from the downtown, but it's going to be changed because the Japanese are building the maglev from Tokyo to Osaka.
Yes,
But
that one.
that's should complete in 2035-ish, I think.
The increase in speed compared to straight high-speed trains is not really enough to justify the increased investment.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, it's ridiculously
anyways,
expensive.
Anyways, Rune, ahead.
Yep.
Oh,
I assume you're still hoovering up, Taven, aren't you?
Yep, I'm currently
I think we have hoovered the two mines.
in Walker itself, gathering the lock cars.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And we need to bypass the passenger, and we were supposed to head to Sylvia, correct? And collect the pieces on the way that are headed to Sylvia, correct?
Yes, you were supposed to. So go back through Alaka, make sure that there's everything going to Silver is going to Silver, and then go to Bryson with it all.
Sorry, because we are non-English native speakers. So you want us to take the same locomotive
Yes.
to Silva and then Bryson, correct?
No, I want you to take the same locomotive to Alaka, make sure you've got everything from Alaka, not just the mines, then go to Bryson.
Everything
Bryson,
that
okay.
is supposed to go to Silver is to be delivered
Yeah, well,
to Bryson because there's a train with other stuff going to
Okay.
Silver.
Bryson, that is.
Yeah, Rune's got it. Let's see, what does the chat say? Nothing! The chat says nothing.
Oh,
Fleet,
yeah.
Fleet, why aren't you more reactive? I don't know. Nothing new has happened. I can't react to nothing. Well, I can react to
What
nothing,
does
but
the chat say?
fuck all.
Yeah. Okay.
Stunning silence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because basically I wasn't reading the map because I was like, okay.
It's alright. It's fine. Aggressor is approaching Nantahala West. This is all
Because
going
personally,
very
I don't have this part of that map, so yeah. Full steam ahead.
steady. It's a branch line.
Yeah. 600 kilometers per hour. Correct.
600? Read the limits.
It says
15.
20. It says 50 miles per hour.
No, it doesn't.
It's 15 and then 25 on the more
Thank you.
straighter
Rune,
lines.
Rune's not even the train guy, and Rune gets it. Rune is going up in my estimations.
It's like in Derail Rally. There's supposed to be a 0 behind it.
There is not. Things are going well today. Can we have them continue to go well, please?
No. You know the rules. We are not allowed to have that.
We're doing all right so far. I've got a lot of work to do down at Silver in a minute. Once I'm done switching, Whittier. Well, sorry. Once I'm done getting the what's the word?
What
It's
is the
done.
word?
The interchange cars ready for the eastbound train.
Oh yeah, that one.
There's nothing on the other branches of Walker, I hope.
There isn't. All the cars you've got are all we operate.
Okay.
I've got 4. I can probably just about squeeze in those 2. I think. Actually, well, I'm gonna have to go back to actually get into the other siding, so we'll see.
Well, yeah, so I actually saw a fucking Cybertruck on the roads like a few days ago.
They do
Did
still
the,
exist.
did the driver look like a not smart person?
I mean, I'm not
Don't
even.
forget, people bought Cybertrucks before the whole MacGuffins happened, so let's...
Yeah,
Yes.
yes. I mean,
Let's
I mean,
not-
it's more of a, it's more of the holy shit that's a Cybertruck factor because there's only 3 in the entire country.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because
Yeah, 2 are
Imagine-
owned by actors, and 1 is actually owned by a Seedle company that uses the sides as a moving banner, basically.
okay.
And this one was covered in banners, so I'm assuming
Yeah.
it was the Seedle company.
Anyways, I was hearing that one of the Cybertrucks had a nasty accident that they had to put the driver in coma because, the crumple zone didn't do its thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crumple zones on a Cybertruck. It is a unknown technology.
Yeah, plus the outer shell is like glued on. So
Monocoque, yeah, it's a
Hey.
monocoque, unfortunately.
Yeah, so it's like what the heck?
It's certainly an interesting car.
Honestly,
Yeah,
at that
it
point,
wouldn't pass any year regulations at current state.
honestly, you'd probably be better off buying a 2.5-ton truck from the military or something. That one doesn't also have.
Nah,
that one
just-
also doesn't
just
have
get-
crumple zones.
Yeah, just get Ford F-150 and you're good.
It's the exact
Yeah.
same truck as 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Except
but
we-
better,
except-
because it's a
except-
make Ford
ex-
proud.
Except we've altered the headlights
Really?
to blind the son
Yeah.
of a bitch you're tailgating.
Yeah, but Fleet, the best thing is that what I see from the U.S. Ads is it's made for Ford proud, and they put that thing on the every commercial they have on any Ford vehicle.
Yeah, is all this gonna fit? I hope so. I hope all this is gonna fit. This is an awful lot to... I don't think that's gonna fit. I'm gonna be real. I don't think that's gonna fit.
That's what she
It's
said.
not.
Oh, come on. A little bit more tact, please.
Put some lube on it.
I said more
Yep.
tact, not less, you heartless hacks.
Oi, mate.
You know, I'm happy that brakes can't overheat in this game.
If they
You're
could,
sure?
we'd be in real trouble.
I mean, I have the independent brake on maximum and still need to put on the train brake from time to time.
I am not gonna fit everything in here.
More
One
brake.
fact that I will always use
Yeah, I
front
just
brakes over independent.
It's just not gonna fit.
Yeah, that's like 4 times long that your allocated space.
Yeah, but they want all of it. So, that is gonna be annoying.
Is that a bug in the game or something?
No, I think it's just to give operating complications. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not
Where
a
are you,
problem.
Fleet?
Nantahala.
Okay, I have never been to Nantahala. One of the mods I downloaded was just an extension of stencil manufacturing track, because you have to put more wagons on the
There we go.
just on
Right,
the
so you
normal
guys can
tracks than
stay
you can
there.
put on the storage tracks there.
Oof. Well done, Fleet. Let me see how much room have I got. I can probably just do it.
Yeah, that's going to be close.
Well, all I can do is wait for the first set of cars to be unloaded, then put the rest in, and hope for the best. And then do the Nantahala Industries.
Yeah, we can call to 20, so it's okay.
Yep.
And after we were cleared for the few pens before operation, we are full lane speed. So
Yeah.
in Bryson, which track do you want us, Fleet?
Don't ask me, ask the bloke currently assembling his freight train at Bryson.
Number 4.
Number 4. Okay.
Number 4 is currently where the train is being assembled.
Okay.
Well, so then you don't want them on number 4.
Okay, then avoid number 4. Okay.
Okay, we will get to. Oh yeah, I can see where it is. So we'll go to your side. So, and we are like at the current layout. We are like going exactly where I want us to go. Yep, that looks good. Yeah.
Just rolling back.
Like I wonder if any train manufacturers tried making train wheels out of materials that don't erode as fast as steel. Like say, call me crazy, but ceramics. That one should be possible.
I mean, it's cost and efficiency, basically. Why wouldn't they
Yeah.
just... Locos have a limited shelf life anyway. Why build them out of something that's going to last forever when the loco itself won't?
Yep.
It can't seem to depend on just how long you want to keep them in service, because I mean there are 100-something-year-old trains rolling around.
Yes.
Rarely, but yeah.
They're basically not the same engines they were when they started.
Yeah, you kind of have to, like, a few full rebuilds and
Oh good, I can fit it.
Theseus's train or something.
Ship of Theseus.
Something that
Theseus.
is kind of funny. The first generation of German high-speed
Oh yeah,
train.
the Ice Ones are still in service. The Ice
Yes.
Fours bowed out long before the Ice Ones did. Kind of
Yes,
funny.
the last ICE 3 just retired.
Really? The ICE threes were doing pretty well.
Yep, last one retired earlier this year.
Yeah.
If you got
Anyways,
the
folks,
money, you can buy one.
I might have some connectivity issues at a few seconds because I'm switching networks
Okay,
here.
stopping.
No, just go ahead.
Okay.
If you've got the money, you can buy your own slightly used high-speed train set.
Which one?
Yeah, the ICE 3, class 406.
Okay. I want
I thought I
the
called-
G model.
They're called ISIS. I thought they were called ICE or something.
ICE
Yeah,
auf
that's
Deutsch,
I-
German.
Yeah.
Or ICE.
It's German for ice.
Intercity.
Intercity
it's-
Express.
Yeah, Intercity Express.
Yeah.
It's one of those weird anagrams that works in German and English. Both. It works in both. Both is good.
Yeah,
I
like the
always
German word
laugh.
for
I always
alert when
laugh
they
at
are-
our. Okay, so I always laugh at our own high-speed rail naming system because it's KTX Korean Train Extreme.
yeah, and it's French made. Okay. Now I have an interesting issue. I have a train fully stopped, but its wheels are turning. Huh.
That's supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
You know what?
Anyways,
I'm
I'm going to quick disconnect.
I wouldn't worry about it too much, Timu. As long as the train's not moving, it's fine. Doesn't really matter if the wheels are moving. It's not
Yeah,
that big
but
of a deal.
it's just
Well, the switches are set anyway, so I'm just gonna go through.
yeah, because it was already set up, and as I said, I just switched networks, so it might be because of that.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So
Keep it steady.
where are we?
Yeah, I'm already doing it.
Anyway, the KTX trains are
Orga
the
Junction,
first
okay.
generation trains are built in France. So
Yeah.
there was like a really interesting back and forth between France, Germany, and Japan in regards to who is going to get the contract. And France gave us the best deal. Japan was way too ambitious, and Germany was not serious about this.
Yeah.
So France got a deal. The first generation trains, which are being phased out now, are built in France. The second generation and beyond are built in Korea. Hyundai wrote them.
Yeah. Basically, they were TVGs.
TGVs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
TGVs.
Yes.
Yeah.
TGVs. Yeah,
Sa-
colored in blue.
Same thing that we saw in Spain and with the Eurostars. Export models
Yeah, and
of that.
French.
Export models of that basic
Yeah.
TGV design. It works.
It is a fast train.
Reliable as well. Also simple. No underfloor motors to get at.
Yep.
Just
And,
it's all the
they got-
motors.
And thanks to Portuguese and the Spanish having issues in their solar networks, and I say solar because it was the solar farm that caused the havoc.
Well, it's still
Accord-
going.
Yeah, well, according to my sources, and
See,
Well, the trains are on-
I'm seeing a big, a big R next to that solar farm. A big R with a 3-striped flag.
yeah,
A man called Boris. I'm fairly certain. I would eat my hat if the Russians aren't somehow involved.
yeah, it is. But I think that Boris is not the Russian Boris. Is the one that comes from the Misty Isles.
Eh? I don't understand.
Your former PM, for Pete's sake, Boris.
Oh.
Yeah. That Boris, that blonde guy.
Fleet, I'm gonna move the caboose that stands in the Bryson yard to
Fair enough, you can put it away, it's fine.
yeah.
Just put it on the next to the train yard because
Ye-
I
yeah.
did that for myself because it's annoying.
I mean,
I have-
AK boost
I-
is cool. It's nice looking, but you don't need it.
I haven't
Yes.
had the heart to sell the poor thing.
Neither did I. So I parked in a Bryson on the repair tracks.
I'm just gonna get parked next to the engine shed.
That's the good spot for it, you know, I think.
Gets to be a break room for the mechanics.
Yeah. Anyway, we can speed up a
What
bit.
the fuck?
I'm going at 25 already. That's the maximum speed, I think.
Yeah, that is the
No,
maximum
it's
speed for
not.
the branch.
At yet, but we have hitting a curbs that, let's say 30 is the max here.
Let me have a look where you are.
We're at closing Hemingway.
Oh yeah. At that point, you are now on the 35.
Yeah.
There is a 25 limit coming up, but you are on the 35
Yeah, well,
now.
that's a 25, you know, that loop, and then we have 30.
Yeah. But no,
90
no,
degrees,
you're
so-
correct. I thought you were still on the Alaka branch. No, you're not. You're on the main now.
Yeah.
Lads,
Yes.
one of you take a look behind you on the map and tell me what I'm gonna say. Look at Alaka Junction and tell me what I'm gonna say.
Probably something with the switches.
Mm-hmm. Somebody
Yes.
didn't realign the switches to the main line.
Yeah, because we had to, you know.
No,
Go
no,
through.
no,
Oh.
there's no excuse. Once you've passed it, you should realign it. That's how accidents happen.
And that's why you forgot to remind me of the memo when we started. That, you know, check this thing and this thing. Because you're the boss, and you should remind
I did.
we
I
as
did.
underlings.
I did. 20 minutes ago. We had the whole talk about switches and how the ones that aren't on the main didn't matter. But the
Yeah,
ones on
I
the
might,
main you need
I
to
might
realign.
haven't heard that one, but you know, because
You literally
you're-
said yes.
yes, I said yes. I
Let-
hear you. I
Let
said,
the
yes,
record
I really-
show. Let.
I mean, it's literally getting recorded, so
Yeah, let the record show. Failure of underlings to properly appreciate management instruction. You walked into that one, Timu. You walked into that one.
Of course, I did. Because you
Is
know
there-
you want to be entertaining, right?
Yeah, yeah. Is there anything down here? that
Yeah,
needs
and I
to
think
go?
there was some entertainment value out of that one. So you know,
there's
my mistake.
one.
I raised my hand.
That's fine. There's
you know.
one, and then there's
Like,
okay.
and-
I can
and-
deal with
and-
that quickly. That shouldn't take. Why is that
And the
still
fleet for my
there?
defense, because my personal game, I don't have Oracle Junction at the moment, so I don't know which track is the main line and which isn't the main line. So
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You know, I would have. Well, there is also to be the devil's advocate. I did say Alaka branch, but never mind. It's fine. You
Yeah.
wouldn't know that. It wouldn't have clicked.
exactly.
So-
So you know, no harm, no fall.
Yeah, we're all right. It wasn't. There was not like there was a train coming through.
So Rune, you can. Where are we? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
25 at the moment because we are on the tight bends soon.
Yep. I really don't know who designed these tracks, but
Well, it's all about getting up the hill at a reasonable gradient.
Yeah.
Yep.
oh, that's a cute. Okay, the P18 is cute little Pacific.
Yeah, it used to be head-end passenger power before we bought number 4.
Yeah, I was just looking what you've got in
and she's not
Alaka.
and she's number 1 for a reason. She was the first engine we ever bought. Number 2 and number 3 came with the line.
Yeah. First engine I bought was a T22 10-wheeler.
Ah,
Same here.
wow. T22s. You guys haven't been playing the game long.
No, not particularly. Just as it's, you know, a noticeable upgrade over the first 2 engines. And thanks to the power of the internet, I have a slightly improvised articulated engine on Alhaka.
The power of the interwebs.
Yes. Because some people like to give out free content for games.
Mods are a wonderful thing. What? Now it's time to play that good old game. What does the chat say? Still nothing!
Dude, I remember absolutely loving that.
Ruinon is
Hot summer,
is gonna complain at me. Fleet, you don't interact. Me, sat here looking at this. There is nothing to interact with! What am I supposed to do here?
Interact with the lack of interaction.
I'm not a miracle worker!
See, the funny thing is, Fleet, and I
How
can
did
hear
you get here?
inside of my house, is that if you don't have chat up, you'll never know when something happens.
I do know! I am looking! Constantly!
Yeah, like 40 minutes later. The point of having chat up is not so that chat can always interact with you and vice versa. It's that so you have the opportunity to interact with chat
I
in
check
a timely
it
manner.
constantly!
Do you,
Yes.
Fleet?
Every 3
Do you,
minutes!
Fleet?
When I'm not busy.
Hmm.
But also,
Yes, there's
also
the
politely,
caveat.
and
There's
also
the caveat.
politely, even if chat was up, do you really think that if I was
Mission
busy and
accomplished,
engrossed in
boys.
something?
We got him.
Yes, we got him.
No, you fucking don't. You ain't
Wait,
got shit.
I have tried to communicate with you for 30 minutes one day through voice, through multiple Discord channels,
That
through
was
chat.
yeah.
I was half tempted to contact Dr. Clark to see if I could get your phone number so I could make an international phone call just to tell
Oh,
you
dear.
that you had the wrestling screen up.
I will point out the fact that the reason you couldn't get me on Discord is because I had streamer mode on, so that wasn't really my fault.
Yes,
Well, yeah,
but
and
also
I cannot-
it serves to underline my point because I yelled at you.
Oh,
Leslie yelled
would
at
you
you.
stop?
And Team
It is
yelled
not
at you.
that.
All in
Jesus
the same
Christ!
chat.
Honestly, anybody would think your child had been murdered by me the way you go on about this.
Because it's ridiculous and it's funny and I like hamming things up every now and again.
Then for God's sake, will you
And-
stop? Because I'm sick of the ham. I get enough ham.
Uh,
I don't need any more.
Ron, we
Spam,
actually
spam,
need, I think we need-
spam, and spam.
Back off.
yes, we need that second screen for Fleet. And third one.
Yes, we do. Or he just needs to keep his phone up so he can see his own
With
stream.
what charge? Fucking, this man has no charge. I am chargeless.
Inflating viewership numbers by watching
Anyway,
your
I
anyways,
am-
Ron,
I
happy
am the
uh,
chargeless man.
May Day for you tomorrow.
What?
May Day, the International Workers' Day,
Yep.
that we communists here celebrate today by
Yeah,
getting
we-
drunk.
We don't celebrate that. We celebrate Labor Day, which is in September, which is a celebration of capitalism and selling things that we don't need for prices that we are tricked into thinking that we can afford because Merc.
So you mean you're giving thousands of dollars for your new elected capitalist leader for free because he's such a nice fella.
And that is
I
a
don't think
little
there's a way I
too
can-
close to modern politics. Let's stop that
Yeah,
there, please.
that's. I don't think there's any
Okay,
way that I
ban me
can comment
then,
on that
ban me
doesn't
then.
break channel TOS. So I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm just
let's stop that there. Back to trains.
Yes. And
Okay,
anyway,
well, actually, slow
I'm
down.
gonna go finish getting ready to get stabbed with a laser several thousand times. Have a good one.
Right.
Okay, I
Have
don't
fun.
know why she's getting stabbed with the laser several thousand times, but well, each their own, I guess.
I think she might get some tattoos removed or
Yeah,
something
possibly.
like that. Because that would make sense. Rune, we need to slow down a bit. 15, please. Thank you.
Full
That's
speed, always.
9.
I approve of
Oh,
Timu.
that was a bit close.
I approve of Timu doing good operating practice. Fleet considers this to be an absolute win.
Oh, the caboose is in the perfect place, exactly where I left mine. Oh, this is just perfect.
Fleet. I know the perfect operating rules.
No, no.
Uphill slow, downhill fast, tonnage first, safety last.
Nope. We are not the dumb broke. We are the Drydocker inflation. We do things by the book. Well, not completely by the book, but close enough to the book that the book doesn't have to be thrown at
Yep.
us.
Okay.
This is going to be one heck of a day.
Let's get out of
Number
the way
3.
here.
You might want to go forward, please, because
Yes.
we don't want to accelerate you.
I am already moving out of the way. Oh shit, there's still. Dun. You should probably
No,
go to
that
my
should
left.
be okay. So we should be good now.
On track number 3, there are still cars or
Yeah,
wagons
but
or whatever.
you can stay there because we are going to that track next to you. So.
Okay.
There we go. Doing some more shunting. Shunting is good for the soul.
And I think we need to be.
You can park pretty far.
Yeah. I think we
I'm-
can go far and then just stay there and see how it goes.
Stop getting recoupled because I'm gonna steal your wagons immediately.
Yeah. Okay. Rune, stop. A little bit forward, Rune. Good. And stop. So, Fleet, what's the next task?
Well, first things first.
There's
Nice easy run for you. Number 11 back up to Alaka first, and let me know when you've done that. Nice and easy.
Okay. Let's go forward until we are on the main. I think we are. Yeah, we are now pretty much set to be on the main. Yeah. So stop at the small bridge over there.
Oh, honestly. There we go. Try this again! Do it again, Bomber Harris.
And reverse wrong.
Nope, and
I'm
still
reversing.
nothing in the chat. But we got 4 people lurking. That's fine with me. If 4 people want to lurk, then by God, I am going to let them lurk.
Yeah, one is me because
Nothing wrong with that.
I have the stream open.
Hey,
Because
hey,
you need the timing. You need the time to have viewers, and
and
that's something
also,
I can do.
if you've got it muted, it means you can watch the ads as well, which is good.
I don't see any ads.
Well, either way. For those who aren't subscribed,
Yeah,
they
because
see
I'm a
it.
subscriber, so I don't get any advertisements.
Yeah.
But
All
I
right,
can see what you are messing up. So
All right, game suggestion. You guys know the game. The game that's. I'm not sure if I can say the name of this game. The Coffin of Andy and Lele. That one's third ending is now out. Play that.
Not really interested in that game. It's a little bit
It's
macabre.
it's
It's macabre and a little bit disturbing.
it's peak. I swear.
It really isn't.
It's just fun, really. But I mean,
It's not A. It's not really the sort of game I really enjoy, and B. Add to that the fact that it's not really the sort of topic I really enjoy.
yeah, I'm gonna admit it's a bit disturbing.
Fleet,
So-
question.
Yes.
Cities and Skylines 2.
Mm-hmm. Yep. City Skylines 2. Yep.
You have a double with it? Oh, of course you haven't, because you're.
First of all,
Yep. Never mind.
don't. Okay. Well, that
Yeah,
conversation.
because
Well,
its requirements are far beyond what your current system can handle.
And also, why would I buy City Skylines 2 when City Skylines 1 exists? With all the same features.
Well, it has some improvements and nice additions, and especially in the poverty
It is.
delivery department
It's
and the wage
not,
management.
It's not enough to make it worth the price of another full game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. Why are the games getting so goddamn expensive?
Well, the games that are getting expensive are
Ow.
the AAA. For us in the strategy genre, we're fine.
No, that's not AAA isn't anymore. It's 777.
What?
Ask certain company called Ubisoft.
No, it's
Because
AAA.
they are selling 777 games nowadays.
Oh, no, it's still AAA.
Wow.
I don't care what they call it.
I mean, part of this is also that the prices have been the same for quite some time.
Mhm.
I mean, $60 for a AAA game has been the standard. How long?
Almost
Long.
almost 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get that development is hard, and but
No,
Man.
the triple the high end games industry is toxic, and it's been toxic for ages. That's both to work in and also what they produce.
Arun, keep going.
yeah, I'm going. I just accidentally.
I'm just saying, I'm more surprised that it's kept its price for as long as it did.
I have a feeling it's probably gonna drop because the last few
The bubble's gonna
AAA releases.
The bubble's gonna
have
burst.
been-
The AAA companies aren't
Yes.
sustainable. They're gonna burst in the next 5 to 10 years.
You've seen the last Sony project, right? That thing was horrible.
The one that was basically immediately,
Yes, the one that got canned in 2 weeks.
yep, whatever its fucking name was.
Concord.
It's the same as a
Concord?
certain airplane.
Okay, yes, Concord.
When I first saw the name of that game on Twitch, I mean, Twitter, not Twitch. I was like, oh, so is the plane gonna fly again or something? I didn't know it was a game.
Well, I mean, that thought
I mean,
should
you could
never cross your
probably
mind,
put-
really, because, well, Concord will never fly again.
It depends. If
Yeah.
you take the money that was put into Concord, the game, you could probably restore one.
No, not really.
I mean, they're building a supersonic airliner again, right?
Eh.
The
They
Boom
are,
Supersonic
but it's a
Company.
bit... Right, so where's number 9? Number 9 should be... Unless
And
I'm
it's
very-
promising, actually.
Yeah, I saw the
I said
ideas,
number-
and
okay,
they
that's
are
number 9.
a bit optimistic,
Hang on a
but
minute.
it's
No,
not bad.
I said I
guess.
wanted to go to DFR number 9.
Yeah.
Not number 8. There we go.
Apparently, the test aircraft passed all the tests with flying colors.
Yeah, the test aircraft was actually pretty good. Like,
Okay.
I think the thing they're trying to solve is, you can't fly supersonic over most cities.
Populated areas.
Otherwise everyone's ears
Over
are
land
gonna have a bit
masses.
of an issue.
It's all about silencing
So
the
they're
booms,
trying to-
basically. That's what it is.
Yeah,
But
so,
that's-
so they're trying to make the plane as silent as possible while
yes.
going over land areas.
Yeah. So basically, they're trying to do that. They get rid of the sonic boom.
yes, that's what we just. Yes.
Just do it like the military and don't give a shit.
You can't
Oh
sue
boy.
the military.
You would like to
Well,
hear
no, you can
a
sue the
story that-
military, but not in that way.
Yeah, actually, you
While
can,
I
but-
am a bit too young and military planes are rare these days, my parents like to tell me that you could hear the fighter bombers from the next airbase basically every week.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
anyways, as I was saying, there is an interview with person called Kennedy Steve, who was a legendary controller in John F. Kennedy Airport, and
Oh yeah, Kennedy Steve,
on this
classic.
interview, he said that they told to Concorde to have a Canaries approach
The Canaris climb the Canaris
and then
approach,
go
yeah.
around. That's not the standard Concorde approach and landing for JFK back in the day. Because Canaries is one of those where it basically swoops next to New York City, Manhattan, and then lands.
Yeah.
Also, I'm guessing the Concorde.
Although the Canaris
has
climb
a-
was the standard because the Concorde was one of the few airlines that could do it.
So I'm guessing Concorde has a relatively fast landing speed because it doesn't
Yeah,
have a lot
just a
of
bit.
wing area.
Delta ring, yay.
Yeah, like I think the one American design had
A swept
Uh,
wing, yes, it was insane.
the swing wings, the wings that can.
That's what I said. Yeah, the
move.
swing wing. That's what I said.
Yeah, I'd work,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it was copied
No.
for the Boeing.
No, it
What
was just
program?
a case of
Yep.
convergent evolution. It was nothing to do with the aardvark.
No, it
Yeah, kind of
was
similar.
copied from the Aardvark,
Anyway.
the basic concept.
No,
Anyway, I think they were trying
sweet
to-
wings were not something the aardvark invented, nor was it something that is exclusively inspired from the aardvark.
Like even the Germans in World War II came up with the idea.
Yeah, Boeing just used the concept. It had nothing to do with the aardvark.
Anyway, they tried to implement that concept to a supersonic airliner so that you can, like swing the wings
also-
wide when.
Yeah, I'm aware. The Boeing 2707, or was it 2702? Either way,
Yeah.
And-
it was.
and-
They
and
tried to
Fleet.
do too much.
Fleet.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're in Haneda and you're entering the Japan Airlines International Lounge, you can see Japan Airlines mock-up of that particular Boeing plane in there.
It's weird.
They have a scale model on there.
I mean,
Boeing tried to do too much. They tried to create a massive airliner that could carry the same amount of people as a wide body. It was, or a proto wide body, and have it still be supersonic. It was just they tried to do way too much.
I mean, I do have the luck that I can visit a Concorde and a Tu-144 right next to each other.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
You
that's the
144.
German museum.
Yeah, Sinsheim.
Yeah.
Technikmuseum, Sinsheim.
I'm-
On Gorski.
Yeah, the Soviets technically got there first, but it was not as good an aircraft as Concorde was.
I mean, you've got
Well, it
relatively
would
small
be
market
if
for
the
Concorde.
engines wouldn't be that bad.
Oh, no.
Funnily enough, the
The engines
Russian-
were stupidly loud on Concorde ski
Yes.
and caused a lot of vibrations. The airframe itself was sound,
Funnily
it's
enough-
just everything else was buggered.
Funnily enough, Russia would be the perfect place to fly a supersonic airliner because
Why do you
it
think-
has so much land.
Why do you think they built one?
Yeah.
It was for internal work, not international
Yep.
work.
I mean, where are you gonna go internationally? The Soviet Union.
Well, you know,
You can go to
Berlin,
sunny East
Berlin,
Germany.
Berlin, Cuba, New York, London. The Soviet Union did a lot of international flights.
Yes, they did.
Just not the average Soviet citizen was on board of those flights.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
you needed to you need like permits to leave the country if I remember correctly.
No. Actually, you need to have first international passport, because the normal passport you get is the internal one, and then with if you had the international passport, you would need a special permit to leave the country.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, and also I believe you couldn't exactly migrate to other countries as well.
No, that's wasn't
That's
that was impossible.
not-
Yes.
But there were also organised trips as part of the Soviet system, so Cuba was a popular destination
Yeah,
for
it
Soviet
was, but they were
citizens.
strictly surveyed by KGB.
Oh, they were. Oh no, they were. They were. But but it's not saying like international tourism wasn't, and what we would consider holidays wasn't unknown. Like people get this opinion of the Soviet Union as the Soviet Union post Stalin was a very weird state. There were a lot of restrictions, but there was also weird. It's weird. It's not as cut and dry as people sometimes like to make it out to be.
Yeah.
I call it the post-dictator. I call it the post-dictator weirdness era because you had that with Stalin after Stalin died, and then in China after Mao died, it was pretty similar.
Anyways, my first impact with the Soviet Union was back in the 80s. When we.
Hang on a minute.
we
You
went with my
weren't born
mom.
when the Soviet Union was alive.
Yes, I was born in 82, so tough luck fleet for you. Anyways, I went to Bulgaria, where my mother's cousin was working in the Finnish embassy. That was still Soviet days, and we took the local airline Balkan, and we had a fuel stop in St. Petersburg. Because Soviet fuel is much cheaper than the Western fuel that you get in Helsinki.
Well, at that point, it was not St. Petersburg.
What was the
Leningrad?
It was Leningrad. You don't have to put
Leningrad,
that
okay.
much emphasis on it. Let's see. What does the chat say?
They say
Ruinov
yes!
is here.
yes.
Anyway, Rune, rip it off. We are on the main, so you can let loose.
Not all the
going
way.
fast.
There are
At least-
limits.
Yeah, 35.
Thank you. Again,
I do like the fact
Rune,
that my engine
Rune
just,
is
like,
going
levitate
up in
next
my
to the engine.
estimation. Again.
Yeah, well, he was going like 10, so I was like,
I was going 20. I was going 20.
Oh my lord,
no,
there is
you
so
were
much.
10 when I said that you could go faster.
Okay.
Yeah, anyways, it has been always nice to have a a family member on the diplomatic corps at the Finnish embassies, so I've been able to visit various countries.
Okay, what have we got? Okay, that's...
So my mother worked for
Oh, Lord,
for
that's a lot of
Korean
stuff.
Air when in the 90s. I mean, before she had me, of course, because being an airline crew and having a baby isn't exactly a career that goes well.
Yeah, actually it is. Ask any Finnair flight attendant.
Yeah, but not in 90s Korea. Anyway.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I know it was a joke.
Yeah. Anyway,
like-
this also coincided with the time the Soviet Union fell and Russians were, getting international travel, and there were a lot of people visiting South Korea for some reason. I don't know.
Yay.
Anyway, my mom told me that there's this snack in Korea called a chocolate pie, which is two breads stuck together and there's marshmallow in the middle and it's covered in a chocolate layer. The Russians really liked that one for some reason, and they would buy, like, whenever the Russians would do these weird like group tours, they would buy the entire stock from the airport shops for some reason.
Okay. Okay.
Apparently
Hmm.
apparently it wasn't like imported until
Oh, Timu
fairly
is
recently.
Timu's gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's again. So I got some weird disconnect. I don't know how, but you know. I blame on my house internet because it's some of these cables are rotting away.
Well, that's no good.
Yeah.
And anyway, because of that, my mother used to have a really negative opinion of Russians even before the Russians started acting the way they did, because
Mhm.
you know they would get drunk and act like,
Yeah.
well,
Uh,
Russians.
Well,
Excuse me,
may I-
Russians getting drunk.
what I would
Yeah,
point out
may
is
I
that
ask?
what I would point out, given the period you're discussing, these are Russians who are experiencing freedom for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's an
may I?
intoxicating drug.
Yeah.
So I won't be
Anyways,
too hard on
may I-
them.
Fleet.
Yes?
Actually, Ron, what year you're born?
When I was born, somewhere between 2000 and 2005.
The Soviet Union
Okay.
fell like 10 years before you were born.
Yep.
Yeah. When my mom was.
So, anyways, I was when I went to Beijing. It was fall '96. So we flew from Helsinki to Stop. Helsinki to Moscow to Beijing, and I have to say that we had some KGB officers on board that were heavily intoxicated on that flight. Yeah, Rohan, continue. No, Rohan, big. Rune. Oh,
Yep.
goddamn. Two persons with a similar name.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I need to switch that because Fleet always keep pitching off me if I don't.
Well, yeah,
But
because
we are
we've
now
had
on the side tracks.
yes, because we've had
Yes.
so many
We
accidents.
had the chat.
We've had
Yeah,
so many
and it was
accidents.
Yeah, but it was a fun flight because it was a night over, and they had their girlfriend, and they had basically they drink their own bottles of vodka before me and my mom, and it was a night flight. So I woke up in middle of Gobi Desert, and behind me were this Buddish monk sleeping,
Mhm.
and they were sleeping in front of me, and I saw this sunrise with the orange tints from the sands of the desert and all the pastel blues from the night from the sky, and it was like
Right.
perfect harmony.
So,
Yes,
there's
exactly,
number
Fleet.
7.
That.
Sugar. Taven.
Yes. Yes. Hello.
Why is number 8 not with number 7?
Ah, shit.
You do realize the amount of
Because you
tonnage you're
forgot
gonna.
something.
You do realize the amount of tonnage you're gonna have by the time you get to Cowie, right? Number 7 is not gonna have the hauling capacity to deal with that, and I also needed them both down here to work a heavy train back west. Never mind. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a problem. It's not a problem.
It's a job for the night shift.
Night shift? What? God no. That's going to be part of the midday shift.
It was a joke, Fleet.
Oh.
It's not a problem. I'm currently parked at Ela.
You're doing some switching there.
Yep, there is exactly one car. And the bloody sidetrack isn't long enough to get everything off
Nice.
the main.
Okay, so what I need to do. So, for the gradient,
No. We need the diesels.
What? No, we don't.
We knew.
No, we don't.
We do.
No, we don't.
We do.
No, we don't.
Question: are there any gasoline
Why?
locomotives?
Why would we? Okay,
No.
first of all,
Not any successful
all-
ones.
first of all, I would need to build fueling stands for them, which is money I don't have to spend for steam because the facilities for steam already exist. Secondly,
Well, they basically goes next to the current ones.
yeah, but I
Yes,
have to pay money to
They
build
cost
them,
$300
Oh,
each.
okay.
and that's
Okay.
money I don't have to spend. Secondly, steam engines
So-
are
so-
more
so-
fun.
So another Atlantic
What? No,
or Mogul.
no,
Berkshire.
no,
Mikado.
no. You're all wrong.
Santa Fe.
Would you all stop taking random guesses?
Eh.
Please.
No.
American.
The 080 switcher.
Yes.
That was
We'll
the
run it on the main line.
that was the original
Santa
plan, and
Fe.
it was to be the shunter for not shunter, sorry, the helper engine for the Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to be the. Hang on one second.
Ruhan, yes, please. We need that. We need that, Ruhan. Yes.
What do we need? It's time for. We're going to bring Knight on and have him run the
Check
rails
time.
overnight. No, we're not bringing Knight on, and we are not having him run the rails overnight. I don't even think he has the game. Right. So, still short. Oh wait.
Well, he has that lovely new laptop he's keeping promoting every now and then.
He does keep saying this, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Excellent.
And
Anyway,
I'm still wondering that, who is his sister in Alex's
that
Discord?
shouldn't be 20. She should be number 12.
but yeah, on that note, about a day ago, I actually visited not too far from where I live, there's a railway museum kind of thing, and there's a Mikado type locomotive stored there. I mean, I just say store because, well, it's just being left there outside.
Yes, you did show.
Yeah, apparently someone stole the funnel.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
definitely one of the ways
someone
you
was
could do
crazy enough to come there and use, I don't know, maybe a blowtorch or some welding equipment
it
to
would be a
steal the
blowtorch.
funnel.
It would be a blowtorch.
Ruhan, I might, ask Fleet what he thinks about that.
He found that she found the money in the budget. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care if you found the money in the budget. It is not. That is not what's important to me.
So what is then?
Well, the fact that we
Using-
keep things going. Right, so we need that there. Then we need to drop those to the back of the consist. That shouldn't take too long, though. Actually, now that I think about it...
Fleet, what I'm doing here is reacting what Ruhan says on chat.
You
On
don't
your live stream.
need to... I'm busy. I'm driving something.
Yes, I
I
know you're
can't
busy.
look away. I don't need you to react on my behalf.
But it's
Okay, so we can do that.
Always wondered why the Mikados are called the Mikados, because
Oh, because they
it means
first
emperor, right?
no 282s. They first operated in Japan.
Ah, okay.
hence the name.
So
Number
eight.
12.
They are
the
Veep
newest,
trains,
yeah, number 12, the newest addition to the roster.
which means Fleet is a Veep.
What? No. What? That is the most.
Yes.
That is the silliest and stupidest connection I've seen anyone make about anything ever. A train has a name indicative of where it first worked, which was decided by people 150 years ago. Therefore, I am a weeb. That is the silliest, most inane, most asinine,
Yeah, but that's the
stupidest
most
thing.
accurate then.
No, it isn't. It's the stupidest thing I've
Yeah,
ever
it
heard.
is. It is.
Timu, the more you say
I
this,
mean-
the more I'm going to look at you and go,
Yeah.
idiot.
Yes,
I'm
because,
gonna, I'm gonna,
hey, Fleet,
I'm gonna.
Fleet, you should not realize now that I'm pulling your leg
What about Candice in HR?
because you are such an
I don't
easy
care
target.
about Candice in HR.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be. I honestly don't know how they. I mean,
Okay, so
it must have been like pretty expensive to load the trains onto a ship and transport it all across the goddamn Pacific.
Not really. No more than you would expect.
No, they didn't transfer it over the Pacific. It came from UK, so
No,
Oh.
I don't think the first Picardos to work in Japan came from the UK. I think they were
I
Alcos.
remember something. I remember something with
Wasn't there-
Baldwin.
I'm fairly certain they were Alcos.
Might be.
okay. Fair enough.
Right.
Oh no,
okay,
that's
so...
a specific Japanese locomotive that I remember being with Baldwin, not just the first
Okay,
ones.
so what have we got? So I need to... Right, so that's... Yes, if I do that...
I always wondered if they would. I always
yes.
wondered if the Japanese would have, made some sort of underwater tunnel between mainland and Sakhalin if they ever managed to get their hands on Sakhalin.
Why? Why would they?
First
of all-
why they build
of
the
all-
Shenkan tunnel?
Like, no. Why would they build a tunnel between South Sakhalin and Japan?
If they ever kept the islands, that is.
But no, why would they?
I mean, I heard it was a pretty rough trip there by boat.
Yes, but why would they?
I mean, why not?
Because there's literally no economic sense in it. It would be a massive waste of money.
Probably.
You literally only build such things in an area of massive traffic
Okay.
volumes.
Take it slow.
Okay. There was a plan to beef up Sakhalin's population so that you can.
Even so,
Well,
it wouldn't have. Even so, it wouldn't have been enough, and also the distance to build such a tunnel would have been too long.
Fleet.
Yeah.
Question:
Yes.
why have you diesel refueling stop in Alarka?
It starts with it.
Okay.
If there was ever to be a place we use diesels, it'll be there.
Should I stop?
Stop. Roll.
I'm stopping.
Yeah.
I do like the small EMD switcher. It looks cool.
That is probably the only diesel we'll ever end up buying.
So Fleet, we are at Alarka with Ruin. So what's
Okay.
our next misadventure?
Right. So you're there.
There is stuff in Bryson that needs to be delivered to.
well,
What
it's-
time
it-
is it? It is. We're coming up on 2 hours, so we are coming up on the ending of the stream. I'm just doing a little bit of shunting. Everyone else hold in place, please. In terms of holding
I would
your
like to move the
locomotives in
number
place.
8 to the number 7.
That's
I'm
fine. Yeah,
on the
do that.
way.
Just highball that. Got a little bit more switching to do. There we go. There we go. Bring it back. Yeah, this thing's very quick off the mark with a train this heavy. And it didn't fill out the interchange, so that's all the cars we have for today. Which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. Because then once I'm done with this, I can send it through the interchange. I could go through the Y with it, and then everything will be the right way round. Which is actually a fairly easy way to do this without it making me want to throw myself off a cliff.
Mhm.
You know,
And then
it's
this can all
actually
just
quite.
be left in the... That can be left down here for number 9 to deal with, which is fine.
Just remember that Taiwan can technically claim Sahalin.
Not really.
I mean, yeah, it's a really long shot, and if that, by that logic, Taiwan can also claim Korea and Okinawa, which is the funniest thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah, Rune, you know what is the funniest thing ever?
Huh?
Look on the
There we go.
third
Moving
person.
forwards.
Third person? I'm looking at
Steady
third
as we
person.
go.
Yeah. Oh, for crying out loud.
So it's nice to have number 12 here for when
Oh,
the...
that's nice glasses.
There we go. Number 12. Very nice. Shove that all the way down. So
Yeah,
the-
come to think of it, I
yeah, they. Oh, now it works.
what the hell? Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Humans merged.
There we go. So
Yeah.
that... I've got enough coal
Yeah,
to do
come
this
to think
little
of it,
work.
I think China did claim Okinawa in World War II, even although the Americans said, "Yeah, that's not how it
No.
works, mate."
Yeah.
Because
America says no.
Oh yeah, that's better.
because Okinawa was a weird place. It's
Yeah, it was Japan, but it had its own, people and stuff.
no, Japan conquered it in the 1600s, and before that it was a
Ryukyu
double
Kingdom.
double kind of allegiance between China and Japan. But the thing is, even though Japan conquered in the 1600s, they kind of kept this old system going so that they can trade with China. And this kept going until I think the 1870s or something. And China actually complained about it until the first Sino-Japanese War. So China had some very limited claim to it, but yeah, it's not how it works. Roosevelt actually even suggested to Chang that maybe he should have it, and Chang actually said that Chang was actually taken aback by this, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Fleet, what are you actually doing there?
Switching.
Okay.
Sorting out the cars in
It
the...
was looking me that you were ramming wagons at each other.
That's literally the whole... That's literally switching. That's literally what you do.
Yeah. Alright.
If you boil it down to... Fleet disregards HR.
Yeah, we
course,
boil
typical.
it down to the metal.
Typical.
Bare bone.
Typical. Taking things out of
Yeah.
context as usual.
Uh,
Right, so...
Oh
once-
dear, Ruan has clipped you.
Ah, well, it was bound to happen eventually. Right, so that's...
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so number 12 can deal with that and sort that train out and get it underway, which is fine.
Yeah, that's
That
for the
helps
next
with-
shift.
That
Yeah.
helps with that, and then everything else is as it should be. Newest addition to the roster, number 12, which is actually going to be making its way down the line with this train, as it is to become the official banker for Red Marble.
What?
Yeah. It's going to be
Name it banker then.
It's going to be based at Nantahala to bank trains up the hill.
Yeah, so name it the banker.
No, it doesn't have a name. Only one loco has a name.
Well,
Thunderbird.
no, she has.
No one else
Yep.
has a name.
Uh,
Everyone else just has a number.
You just gave her a name. The banker.
No, she doesn't have a name. No locos.
Yes, you did.
No,
I mean, you have Alaka branch.
no. Banker is
Vicky
a
Sawmill.
banker is not a name. It's a term.
Yeah,
I should
but
probably-
it's a name for that particular.
No, it isn't. It's a term.
I should probably be getting off because it's 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, good
And
night.
you need to go to school.
No, not school. I need to sleep. Goodbye.
Why?
Why would you
I
do
mean-
that?
Right.
Kimmy is not sleeping.
Thank you
He's
everybody
always
for the
plotting in
night
the
shift.
north.
What do you think the clipping system is for? Yeah, the night shift. Damn it, Ruin on. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming. There's 5 of us here. So before we actually go, let's see on the Twitches if anybody else right now is
That sounds mildly
streaming.
uncomfortable. The twitches.
Yeah, I know. Is anyone else streaming real? Yes. Let's see. Who has the least? Let's actually send them to. Oh, cool. GWR6029 is actually live. Let's send them to him. That's what I say we do. Let's send them to him. So I have forgotten how to raid people. Well done, Fleet. You're an absolute legend. Ronan, how do I raid people? I have forgotten. Is it exclamation mark raid, I think? It's not, is it? It's... How do you raid on Twitch? Somebody tell me! I've forgotten how to do it! Woo!
After be we might do if you would, rename the put the logo name to the banker.
I am not renaming that loco. Only one person gets a raid. So not a raid, a name, and that is Thunderbird, because she is the only loco to have earned a name.
Okay. Those two
Okay.
are fact. Over here.
That was an
All
angry
right.
Fleet that
We are going
Muted.
to...
No.
Okay, let's raid. Let's raid this guy. Thank you everyone for coming. We're gonna go and raid. Let's do it. Thank you everyone. Take care, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye-bye!
later.